Good morning. I'm Dr. Shikha Kapoor. I'm a professor of human resource and organization behavior in Amity International Business School, Amity University, Noida. I'll be taking you through the course of organization behavior. The organization behavior syllabus has many modules, and we will be dealing with each module in detail through video form. Now, if you see that technical skills are necessary, but it is not sufficient for succeeding in management. Today, increasing competitiveness and demanding workplace uh, where managers need to succeed, for which people skills are very necessary. So, people skills are very much required for the growth of organization. Now, the course objective here is designed to give the students a better understanding and a group of basic concepts and theories underlying the individual behavior, besides developing better insights into one's own self individual behavior in group dynamics of groups, team building, besides developing a better awareness of how they can be better facilitators for building effective team as leader themselves. The focus of the syllabus, which has been reviewed by the industry, academia, the students, it, it is for employability, for entrepreneurship, skill development, and it is in respect to the professional ethics and human values and skills which are needed for today's growth. The course demand the basic level and knowledge about the business about human behavior of work, and also it deals with the manager who will, after doing the course, will acquire the skills, and sufficient managers need to improve on the organization relationship and performance. Now, going through this course, now, what do you understand by organization behavior? Organization behavior, in the words of Ashwathapa, he is a great author of HR book. He says that organization behavior is the study of human behavior in organization settings of interface between human behavior and organization and of organization itself. Now, if you see in the words of Robbins, he also says that OB is a field of study that investigates the impact that individual, group, and structure. So you can say that organization behavior is a study of individual, okay, the groups, and the organization. So it is interlinked between the three: the individual, the group of people working, and the organization. Also, L.M. Prasad, he also says organization can be defined as a study of application of knowledge about human behavior. It is related to the structure, the technology, and social system. Now, organization behavior also covers the personality, perception, learning attitude, and also it is governed by the family background, the training, that motivation, job satisfaction, performance appraisal, leadership. So these are the things which will be studying in this uh, module, and also about the group dynamics, which will be in future course of the modules will be studying, also about the organization structure, the politics, the culture of the organization, which is necessary for the growth of the organization. When we talk about organization behavior, so it provides a set of various tools now people to understand and analyze and describe the behavior in the organization. As you know, in an organization there are various types of people with various personality, with various behavior. So in order for the organization to be successful, the organization has to go through the various profiles of these people, understand the behavior, so that a maximum output can be taken out from the employees. Managers to improve, enhance, or change work behavior so that individual, group, and a whole organization can achieve that goal. And the goal is of organization efficiency and effectiveness. Now, if you see the behavior, it is also studied from a multiple point, the methods and the level of analysis, and it also gives useful tools for for the individual level, the interpersonal relationships, uh, at the group level, at the formal team, the informal team level. So it is, and also at the organization level, the intergroup behavior and the gaps which are necessary to overcome the gaps for the growth of the organization. Now, why study organization behavior? So, a research was done. So, it is to understand the organization events, to predict the organization events, and how these events influence on the organization events. Now, what are the goals? The goals to describe how people behave under various conditions. There are various conditions in which an employee in a working situation face. So he is in the form of stress sometimes. So how he has to behave in a certain situation, how he has to behave with people in the organization. So understand why people behave as they do, predict the future employee behavior, then control and develop the human activity at work to improve the productivity, skill improvement, and team effort. Now, forces which are there are the people, where the individual and group interaction is there, the structure, the organization structure, where the job and relationship is also seen, and also the environment, that is how to deal with the government, the competition, and the social pressure, and all of above the forces that interact which result in the organization behavior. Now, generalization about human behavior, see that it is always said an happy worker is a productive worker. If a person is happy, naturally he'll be much productive. So, individuals are most productive when the boss is friendly, is reliable, and unassuming. The behavior of good leaders is consistent irrespective of the situation that face. So the consistency of the behavior should remain the same. So the conducive environment should be there so that a person can function in a human way. So interviews are effective selection devices. Everybody likes a challenging job. So these are just generalization about how human behavior, how a person behaves. So people will have to be bullied, intimidated to make them do their job. So this was a traditional approach. Money motivates all. There are various theories which will be doing in organization behavior, where what are the motivation techniques, and members of effective groups do not quarrel among themselves. So these are the generalization of human behavior. Now, if we see the level of analysis, then there is in the core there are three levels: the individual level, the group level, and the organization level in which a person functions. So the characteristics of OB, if you see, it is interdisciplinary. Naturally, you have to work with different type of people. There is a research. There are different, sociology, psychology, management, economics. So many disciplines which are involved, and it is an clubbing of all these. So research based, where theories and practice are there, increase acceptance of findings by the managers. Now, if you see the components, there are understanding behavior requires studying, that is part one will be individual and organization, part two is group and team processes, and part three is organization processes. So we will be talking all in this detail. Now, if we talk about the individual level, so OB, if you see, it is defined as an action and behavior of individual and group towards the impact on the organization overall functioning and performance. So the performance really affects on how these three things, three levels interact with each other. Naturally, each level has a different role and responsibilities and goal. So individual levels deals with the concept at the individual level. Examples of individual level concepts are perception, personality, learning, motivation, and attitudes. So a new set of challenges and required ways of thinking for today's and tomorrow organization and management to be successful. There are new rules and different boundaries. So require new different behavior inside the boundaries for organization and management to be successful. So organization behavior, they have five key elements: the people, the structure, the technology, the interactive behavior, and the environment. If you see the element one, which is people. So people makes an interactive and behavior platform in an organization, and people consist in the form of individual and group. So the behavior has to be such that the people identify and recognize, and they have to develop the relationship towards the behavioral attitude of the society. So it is all that people make the organization. The organization are it operates with the way the people work in the organization. Naturally, now the second is the structure. Now if people are working in the organization, they have to be in a certain structure. So the formal relationship of people makes the structural design in the organization, and also different levels. So there are organization structure, so we will be dealing this in the various module. One of the module where we will be studying about the organization culture and structure and how they shape the organization, okay, which is a major element. So rights and responsibilities are also being determined in the particular group or structure. Now, the third element, which is the main element, is the technology. Now, you see, during the pandemic time, technology has played a major role in getting the work done. So, the technology represent all the resources which the people work and affect the task. All the tasks were now related to the technology. People were given the skill training on upskilling and reskilling the technology, so that their performance can be in a much better, effective, and fast way. So it is also influence on the performance of people, and therefore to achieve the perfections in the betterment of interactive behavior. So interactive behavior, if we see the interaction, it is about how the people they operate in the groups and how in the formal and the informal way. So mutual behavior also has a major role in development of identification, existent interactive role of any organization and society. Now if we see the environment, that is the fifth element, that all organizations should work within the internal and the external environment. So internal environment is where you are working with the people, and external environment is with whom you are in. So these are the whom you are working. So these are the environment factors. Now, if we see the models, we will be dealing with these models in the future course of the syllabus. just a gist of these models. These are the autocratic model, the custodian model, the supportive model,